This is exactly right.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. Everyone loves the idea of spending an afternoon curled up with a good book.
Well, grow up, because it's almost impossible.
Luckily, you can take your next great story with you on Audible.
Audible has a massive selection of titles to choose from, including This American Life, new books by Michael Connelly, along with classics from Agatha Christie, and so much more.
Whether you want a mystery, a true crime story, or something completely different, there's always something new to listen to.
New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/MFM.
Audible, stories that speak to you.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Hello, and welcome
To My Favorite Murder.
This is the Minisode.
We read you your stories.
You've sent us emails. We're going to read them out loud.
We got them all.
We got every single email. 19 billion sold.
And counting.
We just steal McDonald's email rates. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Let me see. That always means I'm going last, and so I want to have a strong last.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Who has the best last?
My last one's about snails, so let's do it.
Okay.
What? You have a good last. I saw that. On
Mine's
your face.
about slugs, so let's just see. Let's just see.
Okay. This is called A Baby, a Gas Station, and a Murder. How I Ended Up in the Middle of a Hometown Homicide.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Karen and Georgia, longtime fan of the show. Thank you both for making true crime feel like a hilarious therapy session with your equally morbid best friends. I finally decided to send in my story, and let's just say it's got babysitting, betrayal, and bloodshed.
Oof.
When I was in my 20s, I was working at a gas station in a busy part of the city. I had a handful of regulars that I saw almost every day, and one of them was a sweet young couple who had just had a baby. They were friendly, a little frazzled, new parents after all, but always kind. One night, the young new mom came in alone with the baby and asked if I could watch him for a few minutes while she ran home to grab diapers she forgot. It's a gas station clerk.
Sorry, so you're going to stop off at the gas station, not bring your baby all the way home with you.
Right, but also like gas stations usually have diapers in the gas station too,
really
right?
good.
I didn't even think about that just now.
There's all kinds of things at the gas station, but not childcare.
No, lots of red flags here. She said she lived just down the street and would be faster solo. So I said, sure, because nothing says qualified babysitter like a minimum wage and a name tag. She came back a little while later, asked to use the phone, made a phone call, and not long after, someone picked her and the baby up. Seemed like a weird blip in my shift, but no big deal. Until the next day, when I was brought in for questioning in a murder investigation. Turns out when she went back home after leaving her baby girl with me at the gas station, they had gotten into an argument that escalated quickly when she found out he had taken a gay lover.
Oh.
She ended up stabbing him to death while I was unknowingly watching her baby like some clueless accomplice with a Slurpee machine in the background.
I'll ask my questions after.
I mean, I might not have the answers.
Was it premeditated?
Right.
Like, is this was that the plan?
Like, this is my alibis.
Why would you leave your baby with the gas station clerk? No offense.
She turned herself in the morning after the murder, which is why the detectives were questioning me about her behavior, which, for the record, was eerily calm. She later pleaded guilty to third-degree murder and was sentenced to 16 years. Needless to say, I was completely shocked. It was one of the wildest moments of my life, and now I get to say I was unknowingly part of a murder timeline. Stay sexy and remember, red flags don't always wave. Sometimes they hand you a baby. Leslie, she, her.
Leslie, nice one.
Nice button there, yeah.
And sorry you had to take the friendly fire from me, but it scares me so much, that idea where it's like people, and it's been said 1,000 times, so it's like you don't have to have a license to have a child.
Right.
What parent in the world is like, I'm just, go ahead and hold this
my
baby for a second.
I've come in here a lot of days before, and for
multiple
minutes at a time.
It's the lady with the baby at the gas station.
Yeah, this has got to be cool.
All right. Well, kind of related. The subject line of this email is, a personal latchkey kid I survived. Hi, friends. In the early summer of 1989, I was 7 years old and lived in Lenexa, Kansas, a suburb of Kansas City, notorious for absolutely nothing. I lived with my mom and her best friend, both of whom were pretty young and outgoing. And in parentheses, it says foreshadowing, etc. My parents were very recently divorced, and my older sister was in her first or second round of rehab, all around fun times for all. So I was left home alone every day in our shitty apartment complex to take care of myself. Moment of silence for the latchkey kids and the trauma they endured unknowingly by themselves, never really processed until they wrote their book with their podcast partner.
Called Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered. Amen.
And amen. And then my father said, how were you a latchkey kid? They just live in Chicago.
Wait, what?
Like
they just latchkey kids only live in Chicago.
They only live in
I
Chicago.
thought you were going to say, you weren't a latchkey kid. We didn't lock the door.
Oh, yeah. That is literally true. So it says, one morning I was eating government cereal and watching Three's Company. This is everyone's life. When I heard a knock on the door, my mom had told me repeatedly that if someone were to come to the door, to pretend I was not there and not to answer it, all caps, no matter what. I figured whoever it was would leave, so I just kept watching the show and ignored it. Except the knocking didn't stop. It got louder and more insistent, and my 7-year-old brain registered that something was very wrong. As the knocking increased and the doorknob started to rattle, I remember thinking that I should leave the TV on and not turn down the volume, otherwise they would know I was inside.
Yeah.
Smart. I set my cereal bowl down and silently tiptoed towards the front door, shaking. It's at this moment that the knocking escalated to banging, and a man started yelling, "Open the fucking door. I know you're in there. I can hear you."
Oh, my God.
And then it just says, "Holy fucking shit, I know." I had a little stool next to the door, so I stepped up on it and pressed my eye to the peephole and immediately saw an eyeball staring back at me.
No.
I jumped down, noped the fuck right out of there to my bedroom in the back, and called my mom at work. 7 years old.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
When I told her what was going on, she told me she was on her way and to hang up and call 911. The whole time, the man is still banging on my door, shaking it and rattling the handle, screaming expletives at me. The dispatcher that answered my phone call calmly told me to lock my bedroom door, to stay on the phone, and that the police were on the way. In about 5 to 10 minutes, the police arrived. The dispatcher said they had the man and it was okay to unlock the door.
Oh, my God.
When I did, I saw a man sporting a heinous mullet surrounded by officers at the foot of the stairs. The cops came in and waited with me for my mom to get there. They said the guy claimed he was there to paint the apartment and he just, quote, had the wrong unit number. I immediately told the police that the man was lying because the unit numbers were very large and located just above the people that he had been looking at me through. Yeah. Fuck. 7.
Yes.
My mom arrived minutes afterwards and filed a complaint with the complex. I got to go to work with her the rest of the week, and we forgot all about it. About 3 weeks later, on the morning of June 27th, all over the news was the report of 2 missing female roommates, brunette and in their mid-20s, that had disappeared from their apartment in the complex across the street.
What?
Christine Rush and Teresa Brown's apartment looked as though they had come home for the evening, started getting ready for bed, and were surprised by someone already hiding in their home.
Oh, no.
The last anyone heard of either women were 2 phone calls made by Brown to their respective employers on the morning of the 26th, calling in sick for the day. No one ever spoke to either woman again.
Oh, my God.
In the weeks and months that followed, through fingerprint analysis, bank statements, and general stupidity on his part, Richard Grissom, the maintenance worker at the apartment complex we lived in, was the first man in Kansas history to be tried and convicted of murder without any bodies.
Holy shit.
He has never admitted to his guilt, nor to the families where the women's remains are. The only thing he will say to this day is, "You'll dig them up."
Oh, my God.
And then it says, what a fucking piece of human trash.
Yeah.
I will never forget the day they first identified him as the main suspect. I was sitting on the crunchy brown carpet of our apartment, and I saw that ass clown's face pop up on the TV. And then in quotes it says, "That's the man, Mom. That's the guy that was pounding on the door." My mom went white, changed the channel, and we never talked about it again. Years later, I saw the forensic files on this case, and I had a realization. That man was not trying to get me. My mom and her roommate looked eerily similar to his victims.
Yeah.
Both sets of women were beautiful, young, outgoing brunettes who lived together. So that's my story. Richard Grissom is rotting away forever with no chance of parole, and I am alive and well. Thank you for being the voices in my ear for years and a happy distraction during this shitstorm. Yours in murder and anxiety, Jillian.
Oh, my God, Jillian. Like, yes, he was going after these women, but if he had opened the door and you had been there, like, you were just in the way. That's just, you would have done whatever.
And just that like moment of like quietly putting down her cereal bowl and tiptoeing
Yeah,
to the door.
definitely done that.
Yes, like those weird moments of like, well, I guess I'm going to make this call because it's just me to figure this plan
Yeah,
out.
because I'm 7 and I'm alone.
Jillian.
Oh, Jillian.
Jillian. Some flavors will always make you smile.
And with Kachava's new cinnamon French toast flavor, you can enjoy the taste of your favorite childhood breakfast without the sugar crash.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake that comes in so many delicious flavors, including the brand new cinnamon French toast.
It's made with real cinnamon bark for the richest, deepest, most authentic flavor.
And just 2 scoops provide complete nutrition your body craves with protein, fiber, greens, and so much more.
Kachava provides clean nutrition to fuel wherever your day takes you. No fillers, no nonsense. Okay, the Exactly Right Media office has all become obsessed with Kachava because they keep sending us these amazing boxes of all the flavors, and everyone kind of fights over it now. So we got this new flavor in, and I mean, there was like a line to try it. It's pretty great.
We're real believers in the whole Kachava line, so treat yourself to a childhood favorite.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, Kachava.com, code MFM. Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
Goodbye.
The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns potential screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM. Goodbye. Okay, this is called Birthday Party at a Mormon Prophet's House.
Great.
It's a little long.
We've never gotten one of these before.
No. Hi, ladies. Fun little ghosty story for you. I worked as a birthday hostess at the historic Lion House in Salt Lake City, Utah, all through high school. That's right. I dressed as a Mormon pioneer and threw children's birthday parties in an old pioneer house, complete with taffy pulling, a boring-ass tour of the house, and a rousing game of button, who's got the button? You know it?
Of course.
I've never heard of it in my life.
It's such a 70s Montessori. It's just basically like someone's holding a button and you have to guess who's got it in their hand.
Oh my God. And it says, and hide the thimble. That's the other game. Button, who's got a button, and hide the thimble. The birthday kid is also gifted a scary porcelain doll. No, I'm not making this up.
Oh, shit.
Button, who's got the button?
All the games are sewing based because they actually want those women over at the sewing table.
Right.
Making some clothes.
A little history about the house before I tell you about the scariest 10 minutes of my life. The Lion House is located in the heart of Salt Lake City and is the historic home of the former Mormon prophet, Brigham Young.
Brigham Young.
Brigham. Feel free to Google him. He was a real piece of shit. Anyway, at one point, the house was home to about a dozen of his wives and 30-plus children. Most of the rooms are now used for wedding receptions, high school reunions, and it's a huge Mormon tradition for kids to celebrate their 8th birthday at the Lion House. What a racket.
I mean, I wonder if it's like some sort of confirmation age or like that's...
Yeah, maybe. In the house, you will find a framed piece of art that depicts flowers embroidered using Brigham Young's wives' actual hair.
Pretty.
Wooden chairs that were carved custom to fit each wife's butt.
Great.
What?
I'd love it.
I want one of those. And lots of other treasures that were original to the home. Anyway, when I was 17, I was working a wedding reception late one night. What a fun job for a teenager, right?
A wedding reception where you're dressed like an old style Mormon pioneer.
But there's no you can't sneak the rest of anyone's glass of champagne because there's no alcohol.
You can smoke a cigarette. Aren't they allowed to smoke cigarettes?
I don't know. Not the women, probably.
That's Scientology. I'm so sorry. Not the women.
And I was assigned to close. Mostly that just means take garbages out, run the dishwasher, etc. The worst part, however, was turning off the lights at the end of the night and hauling ass out of the house. I'm sure you can imagine the super creepy portraits and mirrors that are all over the place. On this particular night, I decided I would turn off all the lights first. Get the scary part over, and then do the dishes alone in the kitchen of a pitch black, definitely haunted pioneer house. It'd be candlelight or something, right? Maybe it's like you turn the lights off in the entire house, but the kitchen light is on, or like in the ballroom or whatever.
Maybe, but the idea of getting the scary part done first, the scariness is the darkness. So you're not getting it done if you go back into it and hang out in it.
Yeah, the logic doesn't logic.
I just would love to discuss the logic of this decision.
Her name's Sarah. Sarah? Okay.
Sarah.
Made total sense at the time, I swear. She was 17. Obviously, I was terrified of every tiny noise I heard, but by the time I was done, most of the jumpiness had worn off and I had let my guard down. As I hung up my Pioneer pinafore, turned off the kitchen light, and waited for the elevator to take me to the parking garage, I heard footsteps above me. I froze. I just stood there alone in a scary, pitch-dark house and listened for a good 10 minutes as the footsteps moved from room to room above me, occasionally rustling the curtains, softly opening and closing cupboards, and slowly worked their way down the stairs towards me. I backed myself up against a wall and squeezed my eyes shut with tears streaming down my face. I was positive the ghost of Brother Brigham was coming to drag me to Mormon hell. Then I heard a man's voice say, you good?
What?
I opened my eyes to see a security guard standing in front of me. Turns out that there were several security guards who would come in after we turned the lights off to double check the house before locking up.
Security guard. She's crying.
She's crying and has her eyes. And she's like, oh my God.
And he's like, are you good?
Bam?
No, I'm a scene from a horror movie. I'm what happens right before the girl gets killed in the horror movie.
It's a ghost security guard. No, I'm not okay.
Help out. You're part of this.
Why they didn't just turn off the freaking lights themselves is beyond me.
Yeah, really.
So when I turned off the lights early, he came in to make his rounds and scared the pioneer heritage right out of me. Stay sexy and don't pee in your Pioneer pinafore when a prophet ghost stalks you.
Yeah.
Sarah, she, her.
Easy for you to say, Sarah.
That's right.
I would have lost my motherfucking shit.
Well, I mean, you were. Your face was terrified just now.
Well, also because I started imagining, like kind of like the haunted mansion where, just some white, gauzy, see-through beings coming down the stairs.
Yeah, definitely white.
And then it's just some blonde dude in a big security jacket like, you good?
You okay?
Are you good sobbing?
Oh my God.
Okay. That was a good one. All right. The subject line of this email is "The baboons will not be deterred." Hi, period. One summer, I joined my best friend and her family for a day trip to Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. New Jersey is in and of itself an amusement park, but I don't need to tell you. Of course, no, say no more. This Six Flags has a safari component, which in retrospect is a bad idea on pretty much every level. They may have increased safety precautions and things since my visit, but this was the 90s, during which the lingering effects of the fuck around and find out 80s were still deeply felt. God, I love a well-written email.
That was good.
My mom's friend Diane was driving us through the safari in her hatchback. We saw giraffes and rhinos and maybe some zebras. It was really delightful. Then the sky seemed to darken and a hush fell over the expanse.
Oh, no.
The expanse
Of the hatchback.
I looked up and saw a single baboon cresting the hill next to our car, a sentinel. In a matter of seconds, a veritable troop of baboons. And then in parentheses, it says, the official word for a group of baboons, by the way, crested the hill. I laughed nervously, but reasoned that they wouldn't and couldn't do much damage to us in our sturdy Chevy. What follows are a series of scenes that will stay with me forever. First, a bright red baboon ass sliding across the windshield.
Ew.
Next, a baboon tearing off the car's license plate and scurrying over the hill, never to return.
Oh my God, he's like, I got mine.
It's for the clubhouse.
Oh.
Then a determined pair of baboons excising the passenger side mirror from its socket.
Yeah.
When the initial assault seemed calm, Diana asked me, a child, to go and retrieve the mirror the baboons had stolen.
Cool. Okay, little child, get out.
Go fight that baboon. I can't just buy another one of those mirrors. We could see it lying broken in the dust a few feet from the bumper. Maybe she thought that my small size would make me nimble enough to dodge the baboons, or that I myself had a baboon vibe that the other baboons might appreciate. Surprisingly, I didn't question her request. I gingerly opened my car door, peering to my right and left. I seized a baboon-free moment and dashed back to the mirror. Suddenly, one of the determined ones skidded up into...
Oh my God. You could have asked one of the employees at the safari to get the mirror and not a literal child.
The value of children was less than a side mirror of a Chevy hatchback in this era.
Yeah.
God, this is such a perfectly written email. I just love it. Okay. Suddenly, one of the more determined ones skidded into view, hovering protectively over the mirror.
Yeah.
We sized each other up, and I took an experimental step forward. The baboon called my bluff and shuffled closer, at which point I thought, wait, what the fuck? And sped back into the car. Needless to say, Diane had to drive home without the benefit of her blind spot mirror, although all of the children in her charge survived.
Yeah.
And then it just says, yes, this really happened.
Oh my God.
Stay sexy and don't play chicken with baboons, Emily.
Face to face with a baboon.
Honey, jump out. Get into the troop there.
You're the littlest one. You're the same size.
Go baboon it up.
Don't think you're a...
Grab that mirror away from a baboon.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Okay, here we go. I'm not going to tell you the title. It's about snails, though. Hey, y'all. I didn't send this story in earlier because I figured you would be inundated with snail mail. Ha ha ha. After episode 470. They wrote, ha ha ha. Snail mail? Get it?
Yeah.
Turns out I was wrong. And perhaps my condition is more unique than I thought. So here goes. It was an icy cold night, this will be important later on, in March 2015 when my husband and I went out to dinner with another couple at a she local restaurant in Norfolk, Virginia. This night I was feeling adventurous and ordered the escargot swimming in butter and garlic. It says not actually swimming, that would be snail tartare and too hot cuisine even for me. But I digress. We all had the chance to enjoy the delicate little buggers, very tasty, and leave it to me to sop up every last bit of snail juice and garlic butter with the hot, crusty table bread.
Well, I like the bread part, but oh my God.
Fast forward about 30 minutes later when we skedaddle home to pay the babysitter and put our kids to bed. My oldest daughter and I were both singing in a local production of Moulin Jr., and we needed to get a good night's rest before starting Tech Week.
That's cool.
Yeah, cute. While my husband herded the kids into the bathroom upstairs to brush their teeth and go to sleep, I got ready for bed in the downstairs bathroom. I noticed fairly quickly that my throat was itching and my lungs were getting tight. I immediately assumed that I had caught a bug somehow and was likely catching a cold right before our busiest week, of course. But in no time flat, my throat had begun to close up on me and I could barely croak out for help. I banged on the wall repeatedly to get my husband's attention. He came flying down the stairs, shushing me. Upset that I might excite the kids as they were trying to go to sleep. He was horrified to find me in the bathroom, bug-eyed, clutching my throat and gasping. This beautiful, amazing, steady as a rock husband of mine grabbed me and a bottle of Benadryl and rushed us outside to the front porch in the freezing cold, where he shoved 3 Benadryl down my throat and ordered me to sit on a rocking chair. He calmly explained that I had an anaphylactic reaction to something I ate and that the cold air and medicine would soon allow me to breathe again. Sure enough, within the hour, I was relatively back to normal, albeit blue from the cold. The next day, I went to my doctor, who ordered a series of tests to determine what the cause of my reaction might have been. I've suffered from a lot of allergies in my time, most of them environmental, but nothing like this and nothing ever food-related. Ultimately, my doctor surmised that I suffer from a snail allergy and that this attack was a warning. The next time I eat a snail, it could kill me. She prescribed me an EpiPen, which all of my family and friends have now learned to use just in case. How do you accidentally eat a snail, though, in the future?
Someone's putting snails in your sandwich.
Shit. The weirdos even fight over who gets to stab me if someone accidentally slips snails into my meal. And you can only imagine the looks that I get at restaurants when the waitstaff asks if anyone at the table has any food allergies the kitchen needs to be aware of. Good news. Oh, she can't use the serum either.
No, my God.
Yeah.
Then her skin starts choking out here.
Oh my God.
Clogging.
The good news is I was able to perform in the show with no lasting vocal trauma, and now my children have a legit reason never to try eating snails. It might be hereditary after all. Love y'all lots. Keep doing what you're doing, one day at a time. This world needs your voices. Stay sexy and leave the snails to the French. Kristen B. She, her.
I'm so glad you're still here with us.
Thank God.
Also, what's your husband do for a living that he was able to see his wife choking and absolutely solve that problem
immediately?
For her? Just was he lying about being outside helping and being cold, having it be a cold helping?
Know. Does that work?
I mean, I guess it did.
It should.
Maybe. But who is that guy?
Impressive.
Sorry, but Kristen, but your husband upstaged you in this email. Okay, so I think you're going to like this one. The subject line is Safe Harbor Success Story.
Okay.
It starts, entire MFM crew. After hours of trying to come up with a jazzy introduction with no luck, I can safely say I will no longer be critiquing other fans who write in. I will say how thankful I am for the countless hours of laughter and companionship Karen and Georgia have provided.
Oh.
I love reading about us in the third person. I can remember the moment I heard your podcast for the first time. Picture it. 2019, my garage in Nebraska, gearing up to mow the lawn and needing a good listen. God, I love that so much.
Yeah.
What are you even doing right now?
Yeah.
MFM's logo stood out in the list of graphics. Kudos to the design team.
Hey.
The design team named Georgia Hardstark. So I clicked play and off I started. It's ironic that while mowing just last week, I listened to episode 476, Sprinkles and Googly Eyes, and finally had my reason to write in. Karen told the story of Toby Young, the founder of Safe Harbor Prison Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
We adopted our dog, Brewski, from Safe Harbor back in 2014.
Holy shit.
Brewski's mom came into the program pregnant, so when she had her litter, we took home our beloved lab greyhound mix.
Oh.
Brewski came to us vaccinated, microchipped, and trained by prisoners to sit and stay. His adoption packet even included pictures and a letter from one of the trainers.
Oh.
Those trainers love those dogs.
Totally.
Probably more than anybody.
Yeah.
We thought it was such a great way to allow meaningful rehabilitation while also finding homes for dogs. During the pandemic, I was fortunate to work from home and took daily walks with Brewski. It was my way to feel more normal during crazy times, less because of the virus itself, but more because of society's batshit response to COVID and masking. Unfortunately, Brewski passed away in 2024 due to an inoperable tumor. He was the perfect dog and will always have a special place in our family's hearts. I miss our walks together and his presence in our home, but I still find his dog hair in places and it makes me smile. Stay sexy and always adopt, even if the founder orchestrated a prison escape. Jared. And look at beautiful Brewski.
That is a gorgeous dog. Look at that puppy.
Look at that baby.
Good boy.
Lab Greyhound mix.
That's a good mix.
That's a great mix.
That's a loyal dog. Oh my God. You said it was about slugs. You lied.
I did. That was my comparable comedy choice that I made.
Got it. Guys, write us your stories, please.
Tell us where you got your dog.
Yeah. What a perfect, what's it called?
Bucket?
No, that they got the dog from a story that you did about a woman who did prison escapes with the dog. It's perfect.
Yes.
We need those.
This is, if you can connect your pet to a story we tell on the main episode.
Totally.
Let us know.
Let us know. My favorite murder at Gmail. Thank you guys for listening.
And stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producers are Alejandra Keck and Molly Smith.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram at myfavoritemurder.
Listen to My Favorite Murder on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And now you can watch us on Exactly Right's YouTube page. And while you're there, please like and subscribe.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
The kids are back in school. Now it's your turn to head back to the beach.
During Cheap Caribbean's Back to Beach sale, save $200 site-wide on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with code 200BEACH.
Trade school drop-offs for beach walks, lunch boxes for beach bars, and your daily routine for adults-only relaxation.
Use code 200BEACH and get more beach for less money.
Book your beach vacay today at cheapcaribbean.com. Goodbye.
Bye. There's always a point in the day when your feet decide they've had enough.
Luckily, there's Reef.
You may know Reef for their ridiculously comfortable sandals, but they aren't stopping there. The women's Neptune has everything you could ever want in a sneaker.
The Neptune is a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crush back heel, so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
Lightweight, breathable, and easy to wear, the Neptune is the everyday shoe your feet have been waiting for.
The Neptune makes me so freaking happy because my whole life I've been yelled at for crushing the heel of my foot because I want every shoe to be a slide, every shoe. And they actually make them that way. And it makes me so happy. Plus, they're super comfortable, they're light, and they're really cute.
So check out the Neptune on reef.com and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye.